Pep has voiced his concerns about his players not being there in pre-season, fearing their title defence is already at a disadvantage. Pep says a potential 12-month season, if they go all the way to the FIFA Club World Cup, which will turn into a 24-month campaign, and the players need to protect it. I do not disagree with the last statement, but stop whinging, you big whinge.
Yeah, you big minge bag. I think the problem is he going to get a load of crap the way Klopp did for complaining about fixtures? Probably not.
Nope.
But yeah, you've just got to get on with it. But again, I do see his point, because it's just everything. The whole game's just getting more commercialised now. Where there's a gap in the calendar. Let's chuck 3 games in there. There's a gap at Christmas. Let's do that. The winter break's gone now. So I do see his point. I really do. But
well, it's an easy one for him to fix. Stop winning everything.
Exactly.
I was just about to say. You're in 4 competitions every year. Get to the finals of pretty much every single one of them. Yeah. Just put your reserves out. Oh wait, they're really good as well.
He'll just buy a whole other team, and then he'll have...
He's done that.
Exactly.
Yeah, twice. The third string will probably win something. I see it from both sides. But yeah, stop moaning, Pep. Yeah, you're winning everything every year. You still moan every year about it, and you're still winning everything.
And to be fair to him, Steve, he doesn't rotate the squad that much. He does manage to do it year in, year out, much better than Klopp did. In fairness, in terms of keeping everybody fit and stuff like that. He's had a couple of injuries, don't get me wrong, just like everybody, but generally speaking, his side is pretty settled week in, week out. He doesn't make as many subs as the others.
Technical teams will expend less energy winning football matches than emotional teams, and I've always said we were an emotional team, and that rallying the players and the crowd gets up and the team go and push on, and Klopp banging his chest and all that. Love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm so glad that happened and he was the way he was, but they don't expend the same energy because it's death by 1,000 cuts. And if you watch 5 Manchester City games, one after the other, they're all exactly the same, which is, kind of takes the spontaneity out of football and can make it a bit boring at times. But they don't go to the ends of their fight. They don't fight. They don't have to. Because they've got 5 or 6 players that can hurt you at any point and win games. They can be 3-0, 4-0 up against the minnows of the Premier League in 20 minutes, and then it's just a keep the ball, pass it round, take the piss session, isn't it? And that's what I'm hoping to see us do, which is be ruthless in terms of what we do technical wise, as opposed to playing on emotion. So, and certainly what we're seeing, we discussed in the previous show, is that we're starting to see very, very clear, defined examples of some tactics. Well, I'm all for that, and that will help us too. But he's right. Jay's right. You're right, and he's right in that it's insane the amount of football that's being played, and they'll kill the game for carry on doing things like this. They'll absolutely kill the game. But the caveat to that is Phil Neal played in 5 Champions League finals when they had 1 substitute. And nothing like the sports science they've got today. And they played on heavier pitches with heavier balls and didn't have microlight shirts and stuff like that. And he played 477 consecutive games for Liverpool. So football science then wasn't what it is now. So how much do we rely on it, and how much do we use it as a reason for excuses?
It's interesting, actually, isn't it? Okay, well, the Club World Cup stuff, mental anyway, in and of itself, Lewis, isn't it? I mean, I don't know how many teams are involved now. I think it's 1,000. It goes on for 10 years. But ultimately, it's just FIFA trying to make some money because they're pissed off that UEFA have the best competition in the world.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Like you said perfectly, football's a commercial now. It's an advertisement ploy. I understand why they're wanting to put more games in, because more games, more money, but you do have to at some point go, enough is enough. The World Cup's getting up, the amount of games in that. Champions League's getting up. It's a ridiculous indictment of where we're up to, that the commercial revenue is more important than the actual beauty of the game itself and the players' well-being. And Pedri, I think, was a player 2 years ago. He played 60 or 70 games in a year, and he was 18, 17 at the time. It's a ridiculous amount of effort for someone's body. But same thing, just stop crying, just stop whinging. He's we're at a disadvantage going into the title race. The whole league's been at a disadvantage for 10 years because of the money they've been spending. So, pot kettle black, just stop winning everything. You won't be in this situation.
No, I disagree with you talking crap.
Sorry, yeah.
Just disagreeing with you now because I have to.
That's fine. We don't.
There was a comment on the podcast about everyone agreeing, which we don't think we all agreed on everything anyway.